Swifter, our rough cut of Table School will finish up with us saving and loading data. Let's get at it. Now for our final bit here for saving and loading data, well, we're going to leverage the saving and loading data function that we've written previously. And one of the things that we can do is we can actually copy code that we've used before. So we're going to leverage what we did in our to-do list app. We're not going to worry about adding the method to the data structure, but let's go ahead and create our save data function. So what we do is we set up our directory URL first, then we get our document URL. From the directory URL, we want to make sure that we append a path in here, not to do, so we'll call that students for students. We'll call it party list items for our party planner. Then we write the data out. The only thing that's going to change is this particular value in here, but we do want to make sure for party planner that we change things to Codable. But to show you how reusable this is, I'm just going to highlight this whole function, Command C to grab it, go back into student list, paste this in right after prepare for segue. So this is my save. I don't want to say to-dos. I want to save this instead as students. And for my list items down in here, encoding list items, I'm encoding students. This should go ahead and save these values. So let's go ahead and build and run. Here are all of my students. I didn't execute save though. So now I've got to go ahead and call the save function. Where am I going to call save data? Well, wherever I make any changes, which should be when I delete, when I move, or when I come back from unwinding. So I'm going to put a save data at the end of my unwind from detail just before the close curly. I'm going to put a save inside of my commit for editing style in here if I've deleted a value, and I'm going to put a save after I've moved a value in my move row at. So if I click on stop, build and run, I'll click on Daenerys Targaryen, change this to Dany, click on save. Now it should have saved all of these values. So what I'm going to do here now is I am going to take my students variable, highlight everything, Command / to comment it all out, and just above this I'm going to create var students : bracket string equals empty string in here. So I have no students, but I should be able to read those students in, and I want to call my load data function here, but I haven't written my load data function. I'll put that just before my save data function, and I'll copy my load data function right out from this slide to show you how reusable things are. If I paste this in, so what needs to change as we go through? Well, my path is not to-dos anymore, it's students in here. So I'll copy that and paste that in. Then down here, this is an array to-do item. This is going to be my array students. And list items isn't where we're saving this into. We're saving this into students. But other than that, this should work. So now let me stop, build and run, build failed. What didn't you like? Quick jump cut as I figured out my error, so this moved up a little bit. It's an array of string, build and run, and we see our names in here with Dany Targaryen. Looking good. So now that you've got this, your challenge for next week, and we'll do this just before we start class next week, is can you do the same with Party Planner? Putting in a save data and a load data function in there. Swifter, hope you had a good lesson. Hope you're staying healthy. Drop into the Zoom chat room if I can help out with anything. Keep at it.